Hello and welcome to lesson number 8, English for pre-intermediate and intermediate. Today we will focus on the past perfect tense. So the focus is on grammar, of course. We will use some sentences to understand it. So the aim of the lesson is to use the past perfect tense. Okay, so let's begin with some sentences. So we can say, last year, raise your voice, I wanted. So when you have the ending as T or D, it will be id. Okay, so wanted to buy a new phone. So I researched a lot about the best smartphones on the internet, and so weaker, okay? And decided again id. Okay, so what's the rule? If the last letter of a verb is T or D, the past simple form in case of regular verbs would be id. Okay, to buy an iPhone 11. Okay, so if you focus here, you would see we are using only past simple. Okay, past simple, and past simple here. So that means before we use the past perfect, we need to use the past simple as well. Okay, I contacted, again id. You know why? Yeah, because the ending is t. I contacted the iPhone store to check the availability, like if the phone was available or not. Luckily, it was difficult to get these phones right because people wait for these phones, right? Luckily, it was in stock. Stock, like it was available. Okay, so they had a lot of these phones, kind of. Okay, let's move on. Next day, I visited, again visited the store. Sorry, I visited the store. However, the store had sold all the models. I was infuriated. Again, infuriated. Very angry. Okay, infuriated. Models. Okay, l-z, not s. Now, if you look at this sentence, this is past simple. Yes, the store had. So had and sold. So what is this? Verb 3. We also call it past participle. Okay, so like sell, sold, sold. Another example could be if I say go, went, gone. Okay, so the third form, just to simplify it for the students. So had is used with the third form, that's past perfect. But in this situation, what happened? So this is present time here. Okay, so I called here, let's say yesterday, but before I called, so they sold, okay, all the phones before that. So this is sold. So this happened further in the past. Okay, that's why I need to use a simple past here. When I called, before that they had already sold. That's what the meaning here is. Okay, if I just say I had called someone without using the simple past, it would be incomplete. If I say, so next day the store had sold all the models, but I need to specify that what exactly happened, after this one. So they sold, but what is the connection with the situation? So I have to use the past simple. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, so we could say I asked the staff why they didn't tell me to buy yesterday. Okay, so when I called, they should have informed me. Okay, the staff told me that they had received new phones yesterday before I called. So they were confident about the availability of the phone, okay, the other day. Okay, so they told me, okay, simple past, they had received, again, this is verb 3, okay, and the situation that makes it the past perfect is this one, before I called. So before I called, they had received, so they knew the phones would be available next day as well. Okay, so again, past perfect with past simple. Now how to end this one? How to pronounce the last sound here? Called. Okay, so the ending here is d. Okay, why? Called. Okay, unexpectedly, so they did not anticipate it, all the phones were sold out in no time. No time means quickly. Okay, anyway, I had to wait for a week before buying the phone. That's life, right? Okay, so do remember that in order to use the past perfect, you have to use the past simple as well. Okay, let me read this content once again, not stop. Okay, last year I wanted to buy a new phone, so I researched a lot about the best smartphones on the internet and decided to buy an iPhone 11. I contacted the iPhone store to check the availability. Luckily, it was in stock. Next day, I visited the store. However, the store had sold all the models. I was infuriated. I asked the staff why they didn't tell me. I asked the staff why they didn't tell me to buy it yesterday. The staff told me that they had received new phones yesterday before I called, so they were confident about the availability of the phone. Unexpectedly, all the phones were sold out in no time. Anyway, I had to wait for a week before buying the phone. That's life. I hope it clarified your doubts about the past perfect, and keep practicing. I'll be back with another lesson. Take care. Bye bye.